You decide to press on and traverse the pass. Hopefully the track will lead to the naval base where you can attempt to steal or stow away on some means of transport that will carry you to Ornac. The naval base must receive equipment from a Darkland city fortress, and it's likely that Ornac is one such source of supply. It is nearly dusk when the stony path reaches the narrow, boulder-strewn approach to the pass. It has been a long and tiring trek, yet in spite of your fatigue, your senses warn you in good time of the dangers that lie ahead. The pass is blocked by a wall and a stone watchtower, both guarded by Giak's soldiers. Carefully you leave the path and creep along the bank of the stream, remaining hidden from view as slowly you edge your way nearer to the Giak outpost. An iron-banded gate in the center of the wall allows traffic to use the pass, but it is closed and guarded by sentries. As dusk turns to darkness, you continue to observe every detail of the outpost and the surrounding mountains in the hope of finding a way through. Do you wish to attempt to scale the wall, or would you rather avoid the outpost and search for an alternative route across the mountains?
Well, we have demonstrated the abilities of scale things before.
Yeah.
So I say we scale the outpost.
Okay. Can I hear the options again?
You can either scale the outpost, or go somewhere else. See if you can find another way through the mountains.
Well, we are kind of busy.
Yeah, let's just try to scale the outpost.
After spending 2 hours scrutinizing every move the Giak guards make, you are sure that the two patrolling the wall follow the same routine with little variation. Once every 2 minutes exactly, their beat brings them both to a point near the watchtower at the middle of the wall, where they turn about before starting another circuit of patrol. You wait
One, two, 1, 2.
Yeah, I guess you kind of...
It's so boring.
Yeah, you kind of fall into routine with stuff like that. You wait until one of the sentries reaches the end of the battlement, at a point where it abuts the sheer mountain wall, and when he turns to march back to the center, you make your move. Crouching low, you scurry to the foot of the wall and begin to climb, counting every passing second as you struggle to find handholds in the darkness. Okay, roll the die and add 3 because you have hunt mastery.
11.
Your skill and dexterity make scaling the wall an easy task. You reach the parapet, climb over, and then slip stiffly down the other side without being seen by either the guards in the watchtower or the two on the wall. Then, hiding behind the rocks and cracks that line the roadway, you escape through the pass undetected. Guided by starlight, you trek westward through the pass until the need for food and rest forces you to stop. A brief search uncovers a shallow fissure in the mountain wall which offers a safe refuge for the night, and there decide to grab a few hours sleep before continuing to Argasad. You must now eat, so you eat something.
Maybe the fish we found in the mountain. Oh wait, we're sleeping in that.
Shortly after dawn, a howling wind awakens you from your dreamless slumber. It sweeps along the pass from the west, carrying with it the briny smell of the sea. Resolutely, you continue your trek following the roadway through the pass until at midday you emerge from the mountains at a point that commands a clear view of the land beyond. There you stop and stare at an expanse of rocky terrain so fragmented that it might have been smashed by a giant hammer. It slopes down to the shore of a wide inlet, the Gulf of Helenac, where a line of dark-land ironclads are steaming northward on their way to join the blockade. From where you are, they appear no larger than tiny black specks dotting the steel-grey sea, for the clouds of yellow smoke that pours from the funnels clearly identify them as enemy ships. The track continues snaking southwards across the barren landscapes on its way to Argasad. For 3 hours you tread its uneven surface until you arrive at what appears to be the ruins of an ancient tower. Do you wish to use divination?
Yes.
Sure.
As you stare at the ruins, a strange feeling of unease engulfs your body. At the same time, a nervous energy makes your skin tingle and fills your mind with disturbing images. Your highly developed mind skills are sensitive to the psychic residue of events that took place here 2,000 years ago. This land once belonged to a colony of creatures called the Nebora, a sentient race of winged men who evolved during the golden age of the Xi'an-Ti. The city of Neboran, the core of the civilization, was located here on what was once a rich and fertile coastal plain. The demise of the Xi'an-Ti heralded the rise of the Dark Lords in northern Magnamund, and the beginning of the War of Desecration, in which the Nebora and many other races were exterminated. This ruined tower is all that remains of the wondrous city of Neboran, where, in the year MS 3250, the entire Nebora race were trapped and slaughtered by the Dark Lords of Helgadad.
Wow.
After searching the ruins and finding nothing of practical use, you continue your lonely trek along the Argasat Trail. For the most part, it runs parallel to the coast and is exposed to strong gusts of icy air that whip across the gulf. You find yourself having to lean into the sleet-tinged winds in order to remain upright. It is a tiring ordeal, and as dusk begins to darken the sky, you welcome the chance to stop and rest. You have just located a windproof niche in the lee of a rocky crag, and are about to settle down and rest when you notice something moving towards you along the trail. Do you wish to use Hunt Mastery?
Yeah.
Using your telescopic vision, you focus on the approaching shape as it draws nearer. You're able to discern exactly what it is. You see a wagon laden with barrels and boxes and drawn by 6 ox-like creatures. 2 Giaks are sitting on top of the wagon. The driver, who is slashing the team with a whip and and a guard. It's not like he's beating them with a guardsman, who appears to be fast asleep. Behind the wagon are 4 horsemen, Darkarum escorts, judging by their size and the cut of their black leather armor. Their route will take them close to where you are sheltering. Mindful of the Giak ability to see in the dark, you decide to stay in hiding and wait for them to pass. You squeeze into the space between the rocks and listen to the grind of the wagon's wheels and on the rough stone trail as it draws steadily nearer. Then a calm voice cries out, "Koga! Okim Dak! Nadulesa!" That sound stops abruptly. You strain your ears for an indication of what the enemy are doing, but all you can hear are muffled voices and the jingle of brittles and bits. Then you hear the Darkarum escorts leave the trail and dismount close to where you are hiding. Your pulse quickens as you realize that they are preparing to strike camp here overnight. Fortunately, because they are deep inside their own territory, the Darkarum do not bother to inspect their surroundings, and your presence goes undetected. You listen intently to their conversation, but discuss little useful information except that they are from Argasat and on their way to the outpost at the mouth of the Doomcrag Pass. After eating, they settle down to a session of gambling. They have been playing for only a few minutes when one of the Darkarum is accused of cheating. A violent argument breaks out and bloodshed is averted only when the commander, a sergeant, steps in to break it up. He finds a fistful of cards wedged up the accused Drakar's sleeve. Angrily, he denounces the cheat and orders him to return to Argasat at first light. The game is brought to a close end as the disgruntled Darkarum get ready to sleep. A bold plan springs into your mind that could make your journey through the Darklands and your entry into Argasat much easier. So hey, at this point these guys seem almost normal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Now
not
let's go
charging.
steal the carriage.
Patiently you wait until the Darkarum and Giaks are snoring soundly, and then you leave your hiding place and slip away undetected. Your plan is to ambush the Darkar who was caught cheating at dawn when he rides back to Argasat alone. By discarding your cape and tunic in favor of his battle armor, it should be far easier to enter the naval base unnoticed, especially on horseback and with your face obscured by one of the grotesque battle masks that all Darkarum wear. Ah yes. Tips for evil overlords: do not use face-concealing masks as standard uniform.
Yeah.
That's one of the basic rules.
Let me just check. I have the evil overlord list here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue reading.
Yeah, that's number 1, actually.
I couldn't remember what number it was, but I do clearly remember that's...
number 1! God damn it!
Yeah. And now here we clearly see why.
And I quote, Evil Overlord, the top 100 things I'd do if I ever became an evil overlord. 1. My legions of terror will have helmets with clear plexiglass visors, not face-concealing ones. God fucking damn it.
Why? It almost sounds stupid. But then again, yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Yep. Patiently wait until the Darkarum and Giaks are snoring... No, wait, I already read that. 3 miles along the trail, you find the ideal place to launch your ambush, where the stony track passes between a cluster of huge rocks. There you lie in wait for the dawn and wait the arrival of your victim. While you wait, you must eat a meal. I have no idea what you eat around here, but you apparently eat it.
Ah.
Shortly after dawn has brightened. By the way, you did remember to delete those arrows that were used before, right?
Yeah, we have,
Yep.
we have 19 now.
Okay, just want to make sure. Shortly after dawn has brightened, the eastern horizon, the Darkarum warrior appears, riding his steed unhurriedly along the trail to Argasat. As he approaches, you get ready to launch your ambush. Do you wish to use your bow?
Yeah, I think that would be more efficient.
Yeah. I mean, what else are we going to do? We can't use the sword.
Silently, you draw an arrow to your lips and take aim at the Drakar's throat, at the point where a thin stripe of unprotected skin is visible between the chin piece of his battle mask and the top of his hardened leather breastplate. A wound there should prove fatal, and yet leave untarnished the armor that you'll intend to wear in order to gain entry to Argasat. Roll a die and add 5 because you're that awesome with a bow. So, what does the dice say?
Oh. 10.
Your arrow strikes its targets with chilling accuracy. The Drakar throws his arms in the air, like he just doesn't care, and tumbles out of the saddle, killed instantly by your deadly shaft.
For fuck's sake, Cobra!
It says that!
We don't want to hear about someone dying from a case of shaft attack.
It says that!
My shaft is deadly, people! Women, beware!
Do I need to contribute to this joke? Do you want to dare me to contribute to this joke?
I think this is what they sometimes refer to as a doomcock.
And that's why the Kylor probably never gets laid.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You drag the dead Drakar behind the rocks and divest the body of its armor. Although not a perfect fit, the leather battle jacket, leggings, and battle mask make you look convincingly like a Drakar warrior. Apart from the armor, which you do not need to record on your inventory list, you discover a number of items that may be used in your road ahead. He has a sword, a dagger, a bow, 4 arrows, and 30 kika.
Huh. Oh god.
Well, we could use another sword now that we can't use the Summersword. But then we'd have to disregard it completely.
We need the Summersword. We can discard the bow.
But that thing has also been useful, so yeah, make a choice.
Let's just take the arrows.
Yeah. We will be taking those, and then he had some kind of...
No, wait a minute. Isn't there something about that the Summersword technically count as a backpack item when we're not using it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Let's take some of the...
If nothing else, even without the Summersword, you'll be formidable in fist fighting.
Yeah.
That will only make the take a hit of... At this point, I believe it's, what, 9 points of combat skill you would only lose. 8 for the sword and 1 for the... no, 8 for the sword and 1 for being unarmed. So that'll be like 43 still. In any case, he has 30 kika, which is apparently Darkland currency.
Maybe we should take that. We could use it to bribe someone.
Yeah. And 10 kika is equal to 1 gold crown, so...
Okay, let me see. We had 200 kika on our person already, and he had 30. So let me see. And
I don't have any kika on us, dude.
Actually, I believe you picked some up in an early adventure when you killed someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that would be 23 kika. No, there'll be 230 kika, which is equivalent to 23 gold crowns.
23. Okay. Because I have a system here where it says value equals... and those 200 would be 20 gold crowns, and those 30 would be 3 more gold crowns. So yeah, I think the system sort of works. The system might be working.
Oh, joy. The dead warrior's horse is standing nearby, pawing the ground nervously. Using your innate Kai skill of animal kinship, you succeed in claiming him and making him obey your commands. Slowly he approaches and allows you to climb into the saddle. Once you are sure that you have control, you flick your heels and head off at a canter along the trail to Argasat.
May I point out that we have been playing for 1 hour and 43 minutes now?
You're completely welcome to point that out.
Yeah, I'm just saying maybe we should stop for today.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. That fits perfectly. It's been over half the game anyway, so yeah.
So we are not exactly riding into a golden sunset, but more likely riding into Mordor, but good cliffhanger.
Okay. So, yeah. Well, This has been interesting. This has been Eric Cobra.
And Rana Naraja.
And Warlord 1.
And Given here.
And this has been Let's Play Lone Wolf Blind. See you all around.
See you around, folks.
See ya.
Yeah, bye bye.